Well, he's rewriting the book of what is possible in Formula One. If he can do this after 6 races, what might he achieve in the future? Lewis Hamilton wins! Surely the first of many for Lewis Hamilton.
Well done, Lewis, you won that fair and square.
Good guys, well done!
An absolutely stunning drive, a steely drive. Lewis Hamilton wins! The first British driver to win in America for 24 years. When Alonso blocked him from doing that final qualifying lap, but he said, I'll rise above it, and rise above it he most certainly has done. Lewis Hamilton takes his 3rd victory in Formula One. He wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. It's been one of the most difficult and treacherous Grand Prix in the history of Formula One racing, and with a single mighty blow, he halts Alonso's charge. His World Championship is now within reach. That was the drive of a champion. Lewis Hamilton wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Coming through, and the checkered flag, and well, Lewis Hamilton's driven absolutely beautifully. He takes his 5th career victory, the first for McLaren here since 2003.
Fantastic job, guys. The car was incredible. The car was incredible. It was a breeze. Thank you very much.
The boyhood dream comes true for Lewis Hamilton. He pulls over to his team on the pit wall, and Lewis Hamilton wins the Monaco Grand Prix. So many questions asked about his commitment, about his distractions. Could he handle the pressure? Was he man enough? He came here to Silverstone, and he has shown them all with one of the great drives at Silverstone. Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. He will come through now to take his 4th victory of this season. A wonderful victory for Lewis Hamilton, and McLaren's first here at Hockenheim for 10 years. Not going to take the World Championship home today, but he's going to take a big step closer to it. He's got a 7-point margin going into the final round.
This was the team, this was the car, which was 2.5 seconds slower than everyone else at the start in Melbourne. But there's the sign from Lewis Hamilton. He's a winner again, the first time in 2009.
Great job, guys. Fantastic. Fantastic. The car was so nice to drive. And you guys have worked so hard for this, and I'm so glad that we could do it this weekend. So proud of you guys. Thank you.
Singapore. He started on pole and he's taken the checkered flag. Lewis Hamilton wins for McLaren in Singapore. Round the final corner. It was the best qualifying of the year for Lewis Hamilton. Now it's his best result of the year. It's the first time win for Lewis Hamilton in 2010.
As always, guys, you do a phenomenal job. Really happy with the job you're doing. Thank you so much for the hard work. Let's try and take this on to the next race.
Round the final corner, onto the pit straight. The checkered flag is out in Montreal. Formula One's back in North America, and Lewis Hamilton wins again in Canada. Yep, it didn't happen for Lewis Hamilton as he wanted 2 years ago, but this time, when they needed to win, Lewis Hamilton has won at Spa. It's his first victory here at this famous circuit.
He started on the 2nd row of the grid. He had problems going to the grid. He was so happy he saved extra tyres for the race. It's paid dividends. Lewis Hamilton brilliantly wins the Chinese Grand Prix to take his 16th victory, and surely one of his most satisfying for the McLaren team. Lewis Hamilton wins the German Grand Prix at Nürburgring, takes the final turn, the short run to the line. Hamilton is back, and so are McLaren.
Mega job, guys. Mega job, as always. I want to dedicate this one to my mum. Happy birthday. Thank you for coming. And really fantastic, guys. I'm so glad I could do this for you. Thank you.
Going to be beaming, I'm sure, from ear to ear. He has won twice in Canada before. The hat-trick is now Lewis Hamilton's. It's 7 out of 7 different winners in 2012. Continuation of that form in Hungary is going to see them pick up a win here. It's Lewis Hamilton for the 19th time in Formula One. A hat-trick of wins in Budapest.
It has been absolutely imperious for Lewis Hamilton. It's a 180th Grand Prix win for McLaren. It is Lewis Hamilton's first win in Italy at Monza.
5 years after his first victory on US soil, Lewis Hamilton sees the checkered flag and wins in Austin the US Grand Prix.
Oh, that was amazing, guys. Woo-hoo! That was wicked. Thank you so much. Fantastic pit stop. Great job all weekend. We definitely deserved that one, guys. We definitely did. Thank you.
Is coming round the final turn. It's a fourth win in Hungary. It's a first win for Mercedes. Hamilton wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. What a way to end the first part of the season.
And his wait for the first win of the season is now going to end for Lewis Hamilton, who takes the cheers from the crowd and his team and wins the Malaysia Grand Prix.
Awesome race, Lewis. Awesome race. Faultless weekend. You've done the job there, pal.
Really grateful for the job, guys. Thank you so much.
And Mercedes are going to make it back-to-back 1-2s. It's Lewis Hamilton who once again wins the Grand Prix. Hamilton triumphs in Bahrain.
And win for the third time in China, and win for the third time in a row as well. It's Lewis Hamilton that wins the Chinese Grand Prix.
It's the Spanish Grand Prix and the championship lead for Lewis Hamilton. It's a cracking race once again.
24 hours after his world fell apart, might be about to get the best of British luck that could he ever have wanted here at Silverstone. It's Hamilton pointing to the crowd, saying thank you, and winning the British Grand Prix in 2014.
You can't touch this, Lewis. Home Grand Prix win. Beautiful work. Lap it up, boy.
England! What a great feeling, guys. I couldn't be happier. I'm sorry about yesterday, but fantastic job today, this weekend, and as always, and thank you.
And for the second time at an Italian Grand Prix, they're going to be cheering Lewis Hamilton to a race victory. It didn't start great, it finished brilliantly. Hamilton wins the Italian Grand Prix. Winner in 2009, in 2014 it's the win, and it's the championship lead for Lewis Hamilton under the spotlight in Singapore.
There is your race winner, Lewis Hamilton, who completes a hat-trick of wins.
It is a British record equaling 31st Grand Prix win for Lewis Hamilton. It's a first win at the Russian Grand Prix since 2010. But when he comes to America, he so often triumphs. Started behind his teammate today, ends up ahead of his teammate in the checkered flag. Lewis Hamilton wins the US Grand Prix once more. His teammate came here confident he could win the championship. That confidence, though, turned into agony for Rosberg, because Lewis Hamilton comes around the final corner. It's not Rosberg, it's Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world in 2014.
World champion! Oh my God! I can't believe it! Thank you so much, guys! Woo!
Lewis, well done. You're an absolute legend.
But Hamilton has started out in 2015 in perfect style, and from pole to checkered flag, it's Lewis Hamilton that wins the Australian Grand Prix. It is another race win. It is a second race win in 2015 for Lewis Hamilton, and a second successive race win here in China for the championship leader.
For Hamilton, it's the checkered flag and victory once again here in Bahrain for Lewis Hamilton, the championship leader.
Car number 44, who took his 44th career pole, his 4th Canadian Grand Prix pole, now crosses the line to win his 4th Canadian Grand Prix. It's Hamilton who wins in Montreal.
As the sun bursts through the clouds, Silverstone looks brilliant on this Sunday afternoon, and for Lewis Hamilton, it is the hat-trick of British Grand Prix wins. Hamilton wins at Silverstone in 2015.
While all that is happening, the checkered flag is waving. Lewis Hamilton didn't lead in Hungary, first time in 18 races he hadn't, back in the lead here at Spa, but on his 50th Grand Prix start for Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton wins the Italian Grand Prix once again, and he is going to pick up, at the second time of asking, his 41st win in Formula One. It's the first victory at Suzuka. It's the Japanese Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. The championship lead extends Vettel on 42 wins. Hamilton is now going to join him on 42 wins in Formula One, and with just 2 points needed, and Austin takes another giant step towards a third world championship.
Rosberg, chased by Sebastian Vettel, holds him off. Hamilton round the final corner. Hamilton, the race winner here in Austin. It's the US Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. It's a 1-2 for Mercedes. It's a 1-2-3. Hamilton, Rosberg and Vettel. It is the championship in 2015 for Lewis Hamilton.
3-time world champion.
That's the greatest moment of my life. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. I'm just so grateful. Thank you. To my family, I love you all. Thank you.
And it's Lewis Hamilton who wins for the first time in 2016 and wins in Monaco for the second time. His teammate Lewis Hamilton comes around the final corner now to make it 5 Canadian Grand Prix victories as Hamilton wins in Montreal. Hamilton wins out. Hamilton takes the Austrian Grand Prix, the 250th Grand Prix win by a British driver. The first man to take a hat-trick of British Grand Prix wins in succession. It's Lewis Hamilton winning the British Grand Prix. He rounds the final corner now, Lewis Hamilton, sees the checkered flag, and for the 5th time takes the win at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Was 43 points behind after Spain and is now 19 points clear at the top of the championship table. Hamilton wins the German Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton will rather like this as well. It is going to be a 4th win in Texas, a 5th win in the United States, and after his win 7 days ago in Austin, Hamilton has come to Mexico City and he is winning the Mexico Grand Prix. Man with the Senna tribute helmet for this weekend takes the checkered flag and wins the Brazilian Grand Prix. It's Hamilton once more.
Yes! Brazil!
Nice work, Lewis. That's the Brazilian win, mate.
Lewis Hamilton wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Nobody's been ahead of Lewis Hamilton today. Hamilton takes the checkered flag and wins the Chinese Grand Prix.
Go on now to take another Spanish Grand Prix victory. It's his 55th win in Formula One. Hamilton wins the Spanish Grand Prix.
Lewis Hamilton took pole yesterday, takes the checkered flag today, and once again wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, once a 4-time winner of the British Grand Prix. It's a 5th British Grand Prix win for Hamilton.
As he reaches the line now, Hamilton, 200 Grand Prix, and he wins in Spa on this Sunday afternoon.
Now picks up his 39th win from pole position in Formula One. It's been an absolute breeze for Hamilton today. He takes the championship lead for the first time in 2017. So it's Lewis Hamilton then. It is victory number 60 in Formula One. Hamilton wins in Singapore. He has won in Suzuka before. He has seen Sebastian Vettel retire from the race. Lewis Hamilton wins the Japanese Grand Prix.
Lewis Hamilton wins the US Grand Prix.
Get in there, Lewis. Beautiful work, mate. Excellent drive there.
Woo-hoo! Great job, guys. Oh, that was so much fun today. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. To all the fans, thanks for all the support.
Lewis Hamilton is going to take the championship lead here in Azerbaijan on this Sunday evening. He takes the checker flag now to win in Baku and notch up his 41st win from pole position as Hamilton takes the win. It's not been a bad day for British sport, has it? Lewis Hamilton takes the checkered flag and wins the French Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton from 14th on the grid wins the German Grand Prix. And it's a champagne moment for him. He has won 5 times in Hungary before. It's a 6th win in the Hungarian Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. The championship leader has come to Monza and he is going to win once more as Hamilton takes the checkered flag. 51 laps tonight have been heaven sent for Lewis Hamilton, who extends his lead in the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton sees the checkered flag and wins the Russian Grand Prix. Hamilton, who won 3 of the last 4 Japanese Grand Prix, has now won 4 of the last 5 Japanese Grand Prix. It is Hamilton's day in Suzuka. Lewis Hamilton is going to cross the line and win the Brazilian Grand Prix. it has been Lewis Hamilton. Car number 44 has really been the number one once again. He comes home to win the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and to crown a championship winning season.
Fantastic job this weekend, guys, all year long. Really just so proud and thankful for everyone's hard work. I hope that was a good enough drive for you. Thanks so much.
Lewis Hamilton wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton on his way to a 6th Chinese Grand Prix victory. It's pretty much 6 of the best for Lewis Hamilton. Alain Prost waves the checkered flag. The checkered flag first and claim a hat-trick of Spanish Grand Prix wins. Lewis Hamilton wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Hamilton wins the Monaco Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel takes the checkered flag, but Lewis Hamilton wins the Canadian Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, who wins the French Grand Prix. Lewis Hamilton, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 British Grand Prix for a magnificent 7th win at the Hungaroring. It is victory for Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton wins the Russia Grand Prix. Hamilton may now see the checkered flag, and he comes home to win the Mexico Grand Prix.
What a job, guys. Thank you so much for all your hard work. That was a tough race, but we stuck in there. Fantastic job. Thank you, everyone, for your support, as always. That was for Bono.
It is Lewis Hamilton winning in Abu Dhabi to cap a championship winning season in 2019. Lewis Hamilton, he comes round the final corner to win the Styrian Grand Prix. Once ever won 3 races in a row at the Hungaroring. Lewis Hamilton's done it now though. It's the Hungarian Grand Prix. But for Lewis Hamilton, the checkered flag will come in the nick of time for a 7th British Grand Prix victory and a record 7th British Grand Prix victory for the most wins at home. It's Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, championship leader. He has led every single lap of this race. It's another Spanish Grand Prix victory for Lewis Hamilton. Led a lap on every single one of the last 30 races. Hamilton picks up another win. It's the Belgian Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. It's another new track. It's another new track to win at for Lewis Hamilton. He crosses the line and wins the Tuscan Grand Prix in 2020. And now for his latest win, and what a special win. It's win number 91. The record is equalled. Schumacher and Hamilton, the most successful drivers of all time in terms of race wins. And that woke up this morning on the verge of an historic 92nd win in Formula One. Records are there to be broken, said Michael Schumacher. The record is broken. Lewis Hamilton wins the Portuguese Grand Prix. Hamilton has more wins than any other driver in Formula One history. Mercedes have been imperious all season. They've been imperious for the last 7 seasons. It's 7 consecutive Constructors' Championships for Mercedes. And now he finds himself alongside Michael Schumacher as top in the record books. The World Championship record is equalled. Lewis Hamilton wins the Turkish Grand Prix and is a 7-time champion of the world.
What an awesome drive.
Thank you so much, guys. That's for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it too, man. I believe in you guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for your support.
Lewis, congratulations for the 7th title. I couldn't have done it better.
Thanks.
Lewis Hamilton will lead the drivers over the line. It's been a very long race. Lewis Hamilton has come through to win the Bahrain Grand Prix once more. He has been put under immense pressure by Max Verstappen and Red Bull here tonight. Sir Lewis Hamilton, as he is now, crosses the line and wins the Bahrain Grand Prix. Sir Lewis Hamilton's been night and day ahead of the rest here in Portimao this afternoon. He wins the Portuguese Grand Prix. It's 100 poles, and it's the checkered flag as the winner of the Spanish Grand Prix for Lewis Hamilton. But Hamilton has picked up the reins since the restart. He's chased chase down the prancing horse. He chases the checkered flag. He wins the British Grand Prix for an 8th time here at Silverstone. Came into this race as a gladiator. He finds the checkered flag as a centurion. Lewis Hamilton, it's 100 race victories. Hamilton, against the odds, has come home to win the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. What a victory for Lewis Hamilton as he now sees the checkered flag in the distance, powers down the main straight and comes home to win the Qatar Grand Prix. Hamilton on top in Qatar. Hamilton is going to give us level pegging in the championship as he comes home to win the first Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. It's Hamilton and Mercedes on top.
Get in there, Lewis. That has got to be the craziest race I remember. The cool head won that out. And the icing on the cake, down through P3.
Now he can see the crowd standing and giving him that round of applause. He is ready to kickstart the celebrations. 8 times we've said it before. Here's a 9th for you. Lewis Hamilton wins the British Grand Prix. What a victory! Hamilton is back.
Superb. What a superb drive. Such difficult conditions, kept it all pointing in the right direction. Lost out here, gained there, but when it mattered, he crossed the line first.
Yes! The celebrations in the grandstands and the celebrations in the Mercedes garage, the drivers will hear that. It's been a wretched week for the fans in terms of the weather, but the sun comes out after 52 laps and they can celebrate in the sunshine. But Norris tangled in the closing stages. He has absolutely fought his way to victory here today. This has been outstanding for George Russell and for Mercedes. It's a 1-2. Russell wins the Belgian Grand Prix. Hamilton comes home to finish in second. Piastri completes the podium.